USI Tech is not a scam. Why don't you just shut up and stop telling lies? I would love for this clown to sit down with the CEOs of this company. They would have him for lunch. It amazes me about you YouTube guys. You don't check any facts. You just repeat what you have heard. Do some homework, my friend. Okay, David Mack, how's your investment doing? That is right, USI Tech pulled a scam. Sucker! Boom! Bum, 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 cha-ching! Alright, now, to 99% of you guys who have lost money with USI Tech, it is very unfortunate. And I feel horrible about the situation. Sorry that you guys didn't do the proper research. I get it. I've lost money before as well. I understand your position. However, I will take offense when someone goes on my videos, starts calling me names. Those were some good comments. Those were comments I left up. There was other comments that I removed. I blocked people from my channel because they were going full out, saying some pretty nasty stuff out there that I just don't want to have on this channel because, again, there could be kids watching. And I love how every single time there's one of these scam companies, there's like an army of trolls ready to defend it, the CEOs, the team, even though the team sometimes is non-existent and we don't even know who the CEOs are. In this case, we sort of do, but that doesn't mean they necessarily were the heads at all times throughout the duration of the company. We don't know where they are, and I'm sure they're very happy with their millions of dollars. My name is Michael Cabrera. Stay tuned. Let's chat about USI Tech and also a little bit of Bitconnect. Ooh, spicy. Now, before we get into USI Tech, let's chat very quickly about Bitconnect. There was some news that came about, and for those of you lovebirds with it, hey, if it falls down, fantastic. If it continues running, fantastic. I don't care. It's up to you. As with any scam out there, of course, there's people like me who are biased on one side. There's people in the middle. There's people who have no idea what is going on. They're confused, and they're supporting the side that's wrong, obviously. But hey, Bitconnect had a little bit of a problem earlier this week because they're launching their Bitconnect X ICO. That was delayed, so the timer was delayed, which, that's interesting. But anyways, regardless. So Texas has a security board that did a cease and desist for Bitconnect, and yeah, it was like an emergency news headline that came out, and Bitconnect responded to that they're just going to abandon the U.S. affiliates from Texas at least. And after that, this is actually a new one, so this happened yesterday. North Carolina also did a securities fraud cease and desist. And it seems more and more states and countries are lining up to do such legal measures against it. I don't know. My opinion is they're buying more time for themselves with Bitconnect X. And there's a lot of YouTubers who are going out against it now, so slowly, more and more, the tide is turning, and with Bitcoin's prices falling, I don't know, my guess is they have a couple more months if they bought it for themselves with that ICO, or they're very, very close to falling down within the next couple of days, couple of weeks. We don't know. I am almost certain if it is going to fall, then it's probably going to be within the next couple of months. But that's just me. USI Tech, it's kind of funny because I was waiting to make a video on it for the longest time ever, and then I finally did. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, in my opinion, just don't invest in it. And a bunch of people came out about it, and just as with everything else, you know, I actually support you guys investing into Bitconnect, USI Tech, Laser Online, Control Finance, whatever other HYPs, Chain Group, Hexabot. There was one that starts with an A. There's another one that came out of China that fell last month. That was worth around $25 million. I keep forgetting the names of all these because there's so many, you just can't count it anymore. So it's insane, and Chain Group had like multiple scams inside of it. So there are plenty out there. And what I mean by I support you guys investing in it is don't think of it as an investment, like a literal investment. Think of it as throwing your money out into the trash can, and sometimes if you get lucky, that trash can gives you like 10x returns, okay? So if that happens, fantastic, you made money, take it out. Don't keep reinvesting like a silly madman, like, yay, woo, we'll see what happens. Currently, I have a couple $100s in Bitconnect because I decided, you know what, screw it, let's throw $1,000 into Bitconnect, Laser Online, and Control Finance. That $302 from Control Finance immediately fell down within a couple of days, and I knew that risk going in. I didn't care. I'm profiting, so that's all that matters. Right now, that money in Bitconnect, I keep withdrawing every single week because I don't want to see even like $2 lost. So I'd rather have it immediately each week. There's zero trust whatsoever into that platform. Now, the reason I didn't throw my cash into USI Tech is because I knew that it only had a little while to go. Like, it was operating longer than Bitconnect. It was going on for quite some time, and they were just promising a lot of weird, sketchy stuff. So pretty much, USI Tech closed down its doors. Even if the website is running for some people, it's getting a lot of support because there's always these cases. Whenever a scam website falls down, people will continue to come out and support it because they're fearful. They're fearful of actually losing their money. It doesn't come into their heads because they don't realize, or they're in denial that they actually did lose $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. And for those people who lost their entire life savings, that is entirely stupid. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're able to move on. It's going to crush you for the next year or two, or maybe even the next decade of your life, but never do that. Never invest with money that you can't afford to lose. Never think of these things as investments. So I support you guys going out there. If you're greedy and if you want to make more money, that's perfectly fine. I get it, okay? There's chances of making money off of this stuff. Laser lasted for a couple months. It paid really well. Bitconnect lasted for a long time. USI Tech lasted for a long time. And if you're also doing affiliate stuff, fantastic. But you know what's going to happen to all those YouTubers who continue to support it even after it falls, and they continue to go into other projects? Their credibility continues to fall. And I'm a little bit afraid for those guys who are heavily promoting Bitconnect, and for those guys who are heavily promoting USI Tech, you already see their ratings, and they're losing subscribers. So it kind of sucks for them. But again, they caused other people to lose money. So whenever I promoted stuff, maybe I wasn't always right. However, as you guys saw with Laser, there was a period of time where he could have made a bunch of money. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I told people to withdraw. And a couple weeks later, most likely you would be able to withdraw most of it, if not all of the money. It fell down. And I had no idea of knowing that it's going to fall down exactly then, but I guessed. So you can kind of see the red flags. You can kind of see the warning signs. As with more and more of these Ponzi schemes coming out, you already know when they're about to close doors because, hey, you just think about it logically. Like, if you were in the position of the CEO or the owner of this company, would you continue going in it for the extra $1 million or $2 million when you already have $100 million and you're close to getting like arrested or being screwed by the SEC or something like that? No, you just leave and go. So as soon as you get into that mindset, you realize, okay, yeah, maybe it's time to take my money out. So USI Tech suspended withdrawals a week ago, and their $18 million Ethereum mining pool was cleaned out. So you saw that all the money just vanished, right? The wallet, zero. So 15,651.75234 Ethereum was cleaned out. It went into 2 different addresses. It went into something that we don't know what's going to happen with that, but most likely it's going to get laundered. And that was earlier in the week when Ethereum wasn't as high. Like, this was maybe when it was around $1,000 or $1,050, and then Ethereum went towards $1,300 or $1,400. And that's the thing that stings a lot. So maybe you were one of those people who invested like $200 of Ethereum or Bitcoin into one of these scams last year, and then you realize, wow, with some of these you could have made more money literally just holding on to your Ethereum, depending on how much you threw in there, of course. But pretty much we don't know what happened with the money because it went into a Bitfinex hot wallet. So from that point, it could have been transferred into Monero, and once it's in there, like, see ya, goodbye, it's not going to be recovered. So it's unfortunate that this stuff happens. Again, to most of you guys, I feel very sorry for you. For those of you who were going against me and saying really nasty things, screw you, ha ha ha. And my name is Mike Ricubera. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we shall see you guys next time. Please be careful investing into HYPs. Always know that, yeah, you can make a lot of money if you're greedy, but you need to play out your risks. You can't go fully all in. Keep your eggs in the same basket, Warren Buffett, right? Peace. You know what's not a scam though? When a team actually is showing their faces, they have a good white paper, they're going to be presenting at a couple events, they have a solid plan, a solid platform, they have the answers to whatever questions you have. Because some of these guys like USI Tech, they actually did do most of those things. But there was still some loopholes where it made very questionable decisions, right? Anyways, this video is sponsored by Travel Block, vacationing through the blockchain. If you have any questions about that, please make sure to check out our channel, our website, email us, and I will respond back to you or one of our team members. All right, peace.